Hello and welcome back to the FPL Tom YouTube channel. Me and Jake are live ahead of game week 4 where we're going to give you kind of a run through of where our teams are at. We're going to talk about how the opening 3 game weeks have gone. And yeah, just give you a general kind of gist of our future plans and help some of you guys out as well with some live Q&A questions. So of course, if you do have any, get them in the chat. I can already see the chat is nice and active already, which is exactly what we want to see. So keep those questions flooding in. I think someone earlier said, who do I support? I support Mansfield. So there you go. That's that one done. We'll get some FPL questions in a little bit. But yeah, Jake, how have you found the season so far, mate? And how has your international break been?
Hi everyone. Hi Tom. I've found the international break not too bad.
Hmm.
For once, it has come a little bit prematurely, just as the season's getting started. I think the other one will be a bit of a slap in the face in the middle of October. So we're only going to get what, another three? Are we going to be lucky enough to get 3 game weeks in the meantime, or are we not even getting that many before the next international break?
Let me have a look. I think it's either 3 or 4, right?
Fair enough, because I know it's like the 16th or something.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, they're coming thick and fast now. Um, but yeah, it's not been too bad with there being other sports on that I'm forcing myself to get into. Really enjoyed the US Open and the US Open and Rory McIlroy pulling his finger out. But if you only like football, you probably would have been watching grass grow in the back garden. So like, it's just one of them. It's nice that it's over. Um, but I've definitely had worse international breaks. England look surprisingly decent. You would have probably been more wise to put your money on the results being the opposite way round for the games that they've played. But yeah, happy days. Season so far has gone so far so good. I mean, definitely from a biased point of view, it has. I think for Liverpool to be top of the league with 3 from 3 is very much champions results
Yeah.
rather than deserved results because I think in all 3 games um, they've shown glimpses of shakiness. I think they defended brilliantly against Arsenal, but that game probably did deserve to be a goalless draw.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's just one of them. We've got to take it take it as it comes. Deadline day was almost the best thing in the world. Bit bittersweet with Gay missing out, but enough about Liverpool. I think it started off pretty well. And fantasy wise, I've been ballsy enough not to make any transfers in the first 3 game weeks, despite there being plenty of players that I may have been licking my lips over. And having Palmer in from the start has not been ideal, but I've still got him on the bench. So yeah, all things considered, I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised with how decent my start's gone, albeit being 4.6 million, I think we just said off air. But with 3 free transfers going into this game week, so yeah, happy days.
Yeah, I think you're in a great position, to be honest, mate. You've got 3 free transfers. Palmer might be back this game week as well. We're still waiting for kind of updates on Maresca for that one. So you might actually get Palmer back and available, which means you've not got to sell him. And I was looking at your team. You could roll again. You could very easily roll again. Of course, we'll get round to your team in a bit, but I don't think you're in a bad position, to be honest. A lot of high, I would say, level managers are really struggling this season. And I'd like to put myself in that bracket. I'm currently sat 7.1 million, but
Yeah, well, game week 3, isn't it? Everything evens out.
exactly, exactly,
Man City have only won 1 game from 3. I doubt they'll
exactly.
be in the bottom half of the league come the end of the season, so it's one of them.
Exactly. I think it leads us quite nicely onto our first point of discussion for today's stream. And it is actually going to be talking about the top scoring players from the opening 3 game weeks because it does feel like there's just been a real kind of array of kind of unique players, shall we say, that have been scoring points. There hasn't really been the steady, consistent players that we were all expecting to do well at the start of this campaign. So let me read you out the top 3 that I think perfectly exemplifies that. Calafiori in first with 28 points, currently the highest scoring player in the game. Then Trevor Chalobah with 27. And
Nice.
then Yuri and Timber with 26, joint with João Pedro on 26 as well. I think João Pedro, fair enough. Like, people were expecting him to be a pretty good asset. I think there was just maybe some doubts around minutes and stuff, but with the injuries to Delap and Palmer, probably secured his minutes quite a lot. But the other lot, like, he can continue just to go down the list. Enzo after that, Senesi, like, who would have put Senesi with the start that
Yeah.
Bournemouth had, like Liverpool away in the opening game? Like, not many people. Haaland, Semenyo, Gahey, Grealish, Ekatike, Lacroix, Paqueta, Anthony from Burnley, Vicario, Cullen from Burnley, Gakpo, Munoz, and Richarlison. Like, it's just such a rogue list of players that have all scored well at the start of this season. So I think my advice for people that haven't maybe done well at the start of this year is not probably to worry too much, because as you can see from this list, it's a lot of weirdos and random players that I don't personally think are probably going to be here come the end of the season when we look at this. I don't know what you think on that.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's definitely not the time to be making a knee-jerk reaction. I know you like to use that word,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'll get the soundboard out. But yeah, I think it's definitely time to stick to your guns. If you want to take a gamble, not to, I mean, for myself, for example, or if other people have more than one transfer available, not to be desperately bringing in Calafiori, Timber, and Chalobah. I don't think that's the way to go.
No.
I think, well, it's quite clear the reason why Calafiori and Timber are so high up is because they've both got 2 clean sheets. Well, I actually don't know if Timber even has 2 clean sheets, but I know he had a bit of a mad game against Leeds. Calafiori scoring the winner at United. Like, those games are going to propel you up right to the top of the leaderboard when you've only 3 games in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's nothing to worry about. Should that be the top 3 in another 3 weeks, then I think people will start contemplating seriously bringing in the likes of Chalobah, Calafiori, and Timber. But if you've got them, enjoy the ride. If you don't have them, and you fancy one of them, then fair enough. I can understand I can understand the temptation behind an Arsenal asset, one of those 2 assets, especially with the injury crisis in central defence, and Saliba yet to get off the mark. So, not Saliba, Gabriel.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I get it with an Arsenal sense, but it's not worth like overwhelming yourself with the 2 assets plus panicking, thinking Chalobah's the next big thing. Give it another 3 weeks. If it's still those 3, then I'll eat my words and probably have them in myself.
Yeah. I think something I've noticed here, though, is the amount of defenders that are on this list, and that might be potentially, because it is just the short sample size we're dealing with here, or it could be a more long-term trend where, because of defensive contributions, defenders are actually pretty much, a lot of people maybe should be looking at like back 4s or maybe even back 5s as well, with how many, obviously, defenders are scoring quite well on here. I think like Senesi's hit Defcon in every single game, so that's an additional 6 points to his total already. And you just start to factor in these defenders that are going to be hitting it pretty frequently, and you do just wonder, maybe a back 4, a back 5 could be a potential viable option. I don't know how you think on that one.
Yeah, well, I think it's a much closer game this year with defense and attack, and defenders only need to get, like you say, if they manage to sneak into Defcon, but then 9 times out of 10 they probably will if they get themselves a clean sheet. That's all. That's arguably the same thing as an attacker getting two attacking returns in the game, 2 assists
Yeah.
from a midfielder, or a goal and assist, like, albeit maybe like the odd point. You're sucking them back into a very close net game. So yeah, I think it's definitely something to keep an eye on. I do think by the end of the season, I do think the top 10. I don't know how far I'm willing, because I'd have to look, but how far I'm willing to branch that out. But I would say the top 10 should be at the very least 90% attackers by the end of the season. But I certainly think it will be a lot closer run than it has been in the past years.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody in the chat has ever played like Swedish football fantasy, but basically that game has like a similar metric where I think it's like if a defender picks up like 8 defensive contributions, their wording of it, they basically pick up an additional point, I think it is. And basically everybody's just rocking back 5s in that whole game. Like, forwards are the most useless thing in the world, so everyone's got like a 5-4-1 that they're running pretty much most of the season. And I do
Brilliant.
wonder, is FPL potentially going to end that way as well? If we keep seeing defenders score so well, like you just have to take it into consideration that if I've got somebody that plays for an all right defense that probably keep maybe like 10 to 12 clean sheets a season, and then they're just going to pick up 2 additional points, maybe let's say every other game, it's just going to start to really, really add up, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
funny.
and you just think sometimes like these guys that are just hitting the Defcon, am I better playing like say like an Anderson, who I know's hit Defcon in 2 of his games, was very close in the first game. He could just go and get me 4 points most weeks, or 3 points if they concede more than two. But you're looking at it and you're going, right, well, do I play him or do I just play, like, say, a striker who plays for, like, a lower end side? Let's say, for example, like Thiago from Brentford. Like, a lot of people are looking at him on a wild card this week. Do I bother picking him or do I just pick Anderson, who just can go and get 4, and I'm happy with that and has the potential to get 6?
Yeah, I mean, when the fixtures do look favourable for the likes of Forest, who should be up in there to be um, beating at least 10 teams comfortably in the league this season with the squad they've got, albeit the big change with the managerial um, position. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Actually, on off the topic slightly, but yeah, I think there is an argument for that being the safer option, just to go for Anderson when you look at the fixtures and you feel like 50% of the games this season, you'd probably back Forest at the very least. And that's just fixtures, full stop. That's not to mention the fact that home games, you probably push that up to 75%. Whereas Brentford, that percentage of like how much you're going to favour them to get something from a game, let alone for a specific player you've got to score. I do feel like that percentage of possibility. I know you love your ratios and percentages. Um, I think that's less than Elliot Anderson's.
I was talking about Joachim Anderson, mate.
Oh, okay, well, you could have just kept that to you. Like,
I
have you
could have.
got Joachim Anderson on the screen? No. So you
No.
could have just gone, you know what? Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Elliot
Do you
Anderson is
reckon
also
are
a
people
good
in
example, though. He is a good example.
do you think am I the only person that thought that? Have I just had an absolute brain fart?
No, it's okay. I did it in a TikTok earlier this week. I was talking through my lineup and I was like, and in defence, Elliot Anderson. I'm like,
Nice.
no, it's Joachim Anderson. But
Um,
he's hit
well, yeah.
nearly hit Defcon in every single game. He's hit 11. He needed 12 to hit the threshold. So he's been close in every single game. But you add those extra 2 points in if he did get it. The guy's probably going to end up on this list, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think what sold me is you said, I swear you said if he gets a clean sheet, he gets 4 points. If not, he gets 3 for Defcon. So I was like, surely that's a midfielder then. My
No,
head's fallen off.
sorry. No, I said he'd only get
You know what
3.
would help is if I could bloody see your beautiful face, but I'm not
Sorry,
allowed
mate.
to when we're doing these streams. I've got to do it from a prison cell.
Yeah, I said basically if they concede more than 2 and he hits Defcon,
Right,
he'll come
okay.
away with 3.
All right. Well,
All right,
well. You've got another angle from things.
there we go. Let's swiftly move on. Let's talk more about some defensive contributions. We have got a graphic up from FPL Tom Hadley, and this is showing the best defenders for CBIT per game and, of course, their hit rate so far this season. So as you can see, Senesi, obviously the big standout that a lot of people are looking at with a 100% success rate. Vandenberg with a 100% success rate. Tarkowski, who I've had as well, with a 100% success rate. There are just so many defenders in here that are just absolutely smashing it out the park. And like I said, picking up those 2 pointers. And like if it's the case of Senesi, there's an additional 6 that he's already got on top of his total. Same with Tarkowski, an additional 6. If they don't concede that jammy penalty in game week 1, Tarkowski's probably going to be up there as one of the highest scoring players again. So it's just one of these things that I think people really need to start getting into their brains, that Defcon is changing this game massively. And I think it's also changing the way that we pick defenders as well. Because it's getting to the point where it's going, I could have, like, say, for example, a Munoz who might get an attack and return, say, once every 5 games. Or I could just go and pick up, say, a Tarkowski for the same price, and he hits Defcon, well, at this rate, 100% of his games. So it's just like, well, I'm just getting 2 additional points every single time. So it's 3 points for an assist. So he makes that up in 1 game. Like, it's honestly changing the game, and I don't think people are realising it yet. What are your thoughts on Defcon, looking at this graphic and how it's shaped up so far?
I mean, to be honest, Tom, I can only really echo what you've said, so I don't need to dwell on it too much. I think you bang on the money. I think it is going to have a massive difference. Um, I'm just trying to work out what's it saying about Aston Villa here then, like their possibility of getting a Defcon.
Yeah, so it's saying the best position to play against. So Villa's centre backs, I think, or it's the other way around. So playing against Villa, or is it?
Oh, so
playing
the
for?
likes of
I can't remember.
if they're away at Everton, you'd imagine
Yeah, it might be Villa actually. It might be
it'd
Villa
be
because I
Villa.
think Matty Cash has been absolutely smashing it as well, which
Yeah.
is weird. Like he's one of those, right, Matty Cash, where he's hitting Defcon and he's also taking corners at the moment. That's quite scary. Um,
Mm.
Obviously, European football though could mean he gets some rotation and stuff like that. But yeah,
2-2 in internationals as well.
exactly. There were apparently reports that he went off at half time in one of the games though. So
Oh, really?
maybe just have a little bit of the side of caution, but could be a decent pickup on a wild card. Like I know Villa have been terrible at the start of the season. There's no other way of getting around it. They have been shit, but they've got the fixtures still. If he's hitting Defcon, he's hitting obviously corners and stuff like that, then I think he could be a decent option. Anything else to add on Defcon here, mate?
No, all good. I think it speaks for itself, and you've covered it nicely.
Do you think it maybe kills off kind of premium defender picks?
Not necessarily. I think it just gives you a bit more versatility because I still believe you'll have like the premium likes of Gabriel and Van Dijk and Ped Porro. I think they spring to mind. Whereas now it's just giving you a little bit more of an alternative to go for a lower valued player at a lower club because you know that they are going to get peppered and have to clear the ball a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it gives you more of an option rather than wasting it. And to be honest, I think it gives you more of a headache and a dilemma when coming to pick your team because you're not just getting a 4.5 million defender or less just to fill your bench. You're actually looking at that player and being like, well, actually, this player has so and so at the weekend. They may well get Defcon, and if they get themselves a clean sheet or some kind of attack and return, then you're absolutely laughing. And I mean, like even like with Vandenberg being third in there, like that's going to pop off for someone if someone is rogue enough to go for him.
Yeah.
There will be a game week where he'll pop up at the back post for a free kick or something. They'll win 2-0 and he'll have matched Defcon. And then all of a sudden you've just got yourself like an explode. It's like a thing of dynamite, and you're just waiting for it to go off.
That's what I'm saying at the start when I said like maybe people are going to be rocking like a 4 back, a 5 back, because I could get myself say like a cheap midfielder that could theoretically pop off, or I could just get one of these guys where they go in right. I'm hitting Defcon. If they get a clean sheet, great. That's 8 points. It's a tight game. Maybe they pick up some bonus. That's 10 points straight off the bat like that. And I just think like Defcon is going to just be one of those things that they're just going to be like so consistently hitting it that it's just going to be like they just outperform these cheap midfielders by a large extent. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at. And I am thinking maybe when I do wildcard in a few weeks that I might switch things up and maybe go for a 4 back or a 5 back if I think it's going to be that overpowered.
Just to clarify, is this saying on this first graphic that Senesi, Vandenberg, and Tarkowski all got Defcon in every game,
Yeah, yeah.
and the rest of them, I imagine, have got either 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 3? Yeah,
I think they're all 2 out of 3. Yeah. So
bar Richards.
yeah, bar Richards, who's only hit it once. But yeah.
That's fair enough.
But yeah, as you can see, like that's what I'm saying. Like you can imagine rocking about with a defense, like say for example Van Dijk, Senesi, Vandenberg, Lacroix, Tarkowski, for example. Just rocking that every single week. Because this is the thing as well. If they're hitting Defcon, they're probably doing it in like more difficult games as well. Do you even bench them?
Yeah. Oh.
Do you just go, right, that's it, lads, you're in for 38 weeks. Go at it. Go play.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely can then take it maybe every 5 weeks at a time and like just assess whether you have got the right asset in.
Yeah.
But it's certainly a way to do it, isn't it?
Like you said though, if it does feel as well like a lot of teams are taking set pieces more seriously this year.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, well, who are the main benefactors of set pieces? It's usually centre backs.
Mm-hmm.
So again, if you've got somebody like James Tarkowski who's hitting Defcon, Everton keep a clean sheet, and he does score from a set piece, you could be looking at some mad scores for some of these defenders.
Yeah. I mean, Mark Gay got a goal and assist last night.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
the night before. Yeah, not last night.
No, you mean Konza?
No, Gay.
Did Gay score last night? I thought
Yeah,
Konza scored.
and he set Konza up.
Oh right, oh there we go then.
It was the
Apologies.
scrappiest assist in the whole of the world.
Well,
Yeah, no, Gay got a goal and assist.
Well, he scored in game week 3 as well. Gay, didn't he?
That was a rogue one because that was actually a bit of a world.
I mean, that was an unbelievable goal. Did he hit Defcon in that game? Oh, he was one away from hitting Defcon. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He'd have been on for an extra 2 points there. That'd have been an absolutely ridiculous mega haul that he would have hit.
Yeah.
He would have hit a 15-pointer.
He's looking really consistent. He's definitely someone that is on my agenda to bring in, especially, to be honest, now that he's stayed at Palace.
Yeah. What? Right, okay. What would it take for you to maybe start rocking a back five? What would it take?
I think by the next international break, if we're still showing the majority of defenders right in and around the area, and the likes, like the big money men, like the likes of Salah,
Yeah.
Haaland, even the big strikers like Gokeres and Ekitike and Delap, etc. If they're all still in a massive cluster, I think you have to really seriously consider it, because otherwise you are just heavily relying your money on a Haaland or a Salah rather than saving your money and spreading it out on a back five, which has got all of those assets who are consistently getting Defcon, the odd clean sheet, and the odd goal contribution.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would take too much. Looking at my team, I mean, it depends how Palmer does coming back.
Yeah, like I said, I think obviously we've only got like a short sample size at the moment. But like you said, if maybe we do this in the next international break and we look and we go, right, who are the top scoring players? And we're still seeing majority of it be defenders, we might be going, right, this is something we've got to take full advantage of. Because it could just be a rogue anomaly at the moment. It could just be that all the defenders are just getting their goals out of the way early parts of the season. Maybe they won't hit Defcon as much, and maybe it'll calm down a little bit. But if it does continue, and we are seeing the likes of just random and rogue defenders at the top of this list, maybe we go, right, back five time, let's rock it.
Well, that's the thing. If you think about it, so what? Salah last season got 28 goals, did he?
Something like that, yeah.
And how many clean sheets did Arsenal get? Must have been
12, I think, last season. It was a bit of a dip last year.
Okay, so say you get 15 clean sheets this season,
yeah,
and then on top of that, you score 5 goals. Think about Calafiori or Timber with 15 clean sheets and 5 goals. That's the same, or arguably the same as what a 30-goal Salah season. Granted, like there's a little bit of leeway in it.
I guess the difference.
Do you get what I mean? Because once you got Defcon on there as well, like that's a clean sheet, another clean sheet, another clean sheet with Defcon. Then now and again you're scoring or assisting. I think all of a sudden you're showing yourself in the triple digits.
Yeah, I think the only difference is, of course, with Salah, you would captain them. I don't think many people have probably got the balls to be chucking a captain on a defender.
Okay, well, Salah was probably a bad example, but there are still the
I
likes
yeah,
of Haaland and so
mm,
forth who will score plenty of goals, but will be you can only captain a Salah or a Palmer or a Bruno or a Haaland. You can't captain them all.
mm,
Um, and so I do feel like there is that possibility that if a team does get a great defensive record, and Arsenal are very well, um, they very well could go really low this season with goals conceded.
yeah,
Um, so I do think come 3 weeks' time, we could be talking again about the fact that we've all got an Arsenal defender in our team. I think it's interesting at the moment because there is still a suggestion of rotation with Timber and White.
yeah.
Um, as much as Timber does seem to be levels above White. Um, I think the same goes for Calafiori and Lewis Skelly. I do think Calafiori is getting a little bit more game time now because I think, well, he is just a quality left back.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the likes of whoever it is, Hinsapié or Mosquera do now that Saliba might be out for a month or so.
hmm I
Um,
I think the other thing as well is, like, I think in a few weeks' time we'll also see European football
yeah,
and
exactly.
what rotations for a lot of teams are going to look like over that period. Um, I forgot what I was going to say, but I had one final point on this and I can't remember. I
Something on defence.
No, it was around more. I don't think we probably should compare them to the likes of Salah and Haaland, but I think I would rather spend maybe like 5 mil on a defensive contribution defender than say like a 7 mil midfielder. Like, I think I remember looking at it from last season's numbers, where like I think it was like Murillo and Milenkovic who were leading this stat scored more points than Eze. Like,
Yeah,
it's just one of those where do we go right? We just sack off the cheap midfielders or those mid-price midfielders, and do we just go five at back,
five at the back.
five at the back, and then you've got more money to go and get Haaland, Salah.
Yeah, it's definitely some food for thought, mate.
It
I
is some
mean,
food for thought, isn't it?
it probably teases this nicely into my five at the back.
Oh, lad, let's just go straight into it. Let's go balls deep into it. This is Jake's team for this week then. He's currently got Palmer sat on the bench injured, but obviously we'll wait for updates regarding Maresca. He is currently rocking the back five, though. Like he said, Tarkowski, Milenkovic, who's been very disappointing. Esteve at home against Liverpool, probably won't end up playing him. Ped Porro, and Tossin. A midfield of Wirtz, Salah, Bruno Fernandes, Dewsbury Hall, and Gokares. Three free transfers in hand, mate. Talk me through where your head is at right now and what's your kind of plan for them.
Fair enough. Well, my plan, before I really captain, like you mentioned, Palmer might be back.
Mm,
Seemed to be quite straightforward with my first decision, which was to take Palmer out finally.
yeah.
Um, but I'm open to suggestions. I don't know what I think about Mark Gui because he's not going to feature whatsoever. So I'm not sure whether I want to flip that around or just let him rot on my bench. I'd rather not, but if that's the way, that's the way. And then yeah, like you say, Milinkovic has been poor away at Arsenal. Really doesn't seem to bode well. He's just been sent off last night against England.
Yeah.
The new manager is not very well known for being good at defending. Granted, I don't think Postecoglou's had anywhere near enough time to turn them into the waterworks that Spurs were. However, away at Arsenal, that is some introduction into your new job. Esteve, another one. I think I'm a little bit more confident that Esteve will be closer to Defcon than Milenkovic, arguably, because I actually think Burnley will give Liverpool a bit more of a tough game, like physically.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Pep Porro I like, and Tossin is a bit of a toss-up. I mean, recently he's been playing, so I'm not sure what you think about that. But yeah, I think it's set really on Tarkowski and Pep Porro. Um, I think I'm not running thin on Verts, but I just don't think he's. I think he's got maybe a week or two more, and then with it being Burnley and then the derby. And then after that, I think I might have to start considering my options with him being 8.5 million now down to 8.4. So clearly a lot of other people have been a lot more um quick to get rid.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. Bruno against City, who knows how that game goes, so I'm not gonna risk taking him out. Dewsbury Hall, I've benched him once and he got 12 points, so I think I'll be sticking with him. And then Gokeres, like I say, I think Arsenal should get a result there. I think that's the kind of team he should be scoring against. I think he just needs a little bit more time if he is going to improve against one of the classic top six, or maybe not even that, because United probably. Or no, he did have a hard time against United as he was getting used to life in an Arsenal shirt. So yeah, I mean the top sides, maybe the likes of Newcastle, Liverpool, Chelsea, City, he might need a bit more time, but you'd like to think Forest is a team that he should be able to get a goal against. And then yeah, there's my bench for you.
Yeah, have you seen the betting odds for Arsenal to win that game?
I imagine it's like very, very heavily in Arsenal's favour.
Very heavy favourites. I think maybe they're second or third for projected goals as well this week, Arsenal. So I think that bodes well for Gokeres. Have you got any money in the bank or no money in the bank?
No, nothing.
Nish in the bank. Okay, I think if Palmer is out, I think obviously drop him down to whatever midfielder you want to go for.
But I like Enzo, you know.
This is the thing, like people have been hating on Enzo, but I don't mind it either. He's taken a lot of corners. He is a bit of a box crasher. And if Palmer's going to be out, he's going to be on pens, isn't he, at 6.6? So not a bad option. I guess it's one of those though where like, do you trust him as a long-term asset with European football coming up?
I probably do, you know. I was also thinking, what do you think about Rice?
Probably doesn't hit Defcon. Doesn't hit it nearly enough, but he just
You're more relying on him to pop up with a goal or assist.
Yeah. He's not as good at Defcon as you'd hoped. The option that a lot of people are looking at is Lucas Paqueta.
Is he a Defcon merchant?
He's not bad at it. He's not bad at it so far. He's also on penalties.
Yeah.
So there is always that nice thing. And I personally think he's probably just going to have a bit of a better season, isn't he?
Oh, well, we'll see. I mean, you've just got to be careful. It's not like, hopefully it's not an anomaly, that win against Forest, because Forest were clearly going through stuff internally.
Yeah.
I don't think West Ham are the finished article.
No way.
So yeah, who have they got this weekend?
Who? West Ham?
Yeah.
Tottenham.
Oh, I actually don't know how that game could go, to be honest.
So I was thinking if you downgrade Palmer to one of them, you've got a little bit of money.
Yeah.
To then probably upgrade your two forwards. Now, what you could do is get yourself into a position where maybe you bench boost in game week 5 off the back of that.
Yeah.
Because obviously Forest have a decent fixture, so that's fine. Tarkowski plays against Liverpool, but it's not the end of the world. Same with Dewsbury. Not the end of the world. Could have better fixtures. Esteve has Forest. You don't know what that fixture is going to be like. You could get yourself in two forwards, though. I don't know which two forwards you'd want to look at. Or just go and get one forward this week. So Palmer down to someone. Bring them in for Milenkovic.
And then just keep an eye.
And then upgrade Mayenda or Guiwi to somebody. And then play them. And then play them instead of Esteve.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got your eye on any forwards at the moment.
To be honest, mate, I haven't. I haven't been. I guess Evan Nilsson's not a terrible person to consider. But other than that, there's no one really that's shone.
You could maybe go and get Mateta.
Yeah.
Sunderland at home up next. West Ham in game week 6.
Not a terrible shout.
No.
Who do Bournemouth have this week?
Bournemouth have got Brighton.
Okay, that's not terrible.
I mean, if you wanted to go for a Brighton player, maybe Semenyo in midfield as well.
Yeah.
Could be the pickup.
I don't mind Mayenda, though, to be honest. I think I might stick with him for another week.
Didn't they sign another forward, though? On deadline day?
Oh,
Hello?
who did they sign? Oh yeah, Brian Brobby.
Brian Brobby.
Oh God, maybe it is time to get rid. Then maybe
Yeah.
get in fucking Lyle Forster or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I mean, you could have a punt on like somebody like a Visser if you think he's going to start.
Ugh, that would probably be someone I give a week on.
Hmm.
At home to Chelsea as well
No.
this weekend.
No, Newcastle got Wolves this weekend.
Oh God, he signed, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, my head's fallen off.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, then you got Walter Marder though. Who I reckon Walter Marder's more likely to start. You know.
You reckon? I reckon he goes Visser. I reckon he goes Visser start.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Be interesting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mateta's a good shout. Don't fancy either of the donkeys that play for Everton up top.
Oh, no, you don't want to touch either of them.
Ollie Watkins needs a little bit more time. They've been absolutely awful recently, but
Oh, they've been terrible.
um,
Is there a way you
I
could
don't.
get Haaland?
Let's have a look.
If
Right,
you
that's
go,
actually
yeah, if you go Haaland down, if you go Palmer down, could you go and get Haaland?
right. Remove you. Remove. Yeah, so if I take my under else and put Haaland in, then I take out Palmer. I'd have to probably get rid of someone like that.
That's not great, though, is it?
Possibly.
I don't think you want to do that ahead of probably Burnley and Everton.
No, I agree. I think it's because Bruno as well in my team.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a little bit too much. I'd have if I brought Haaland in for my ender and then took Palmer out, I'd have 1.8 million left.
Ah.
Sorry if anyone can hear on the stream. I'm just farting.
Oh, lovely. Thank you for telling everyone as
Apologies,
well.
guys. Yeah, no, I don't think there's a perceivable way I do it unless maybe if I were to actually just bank on Haaland against United and take Bruno out. But
Okay.
I don't know. Is that a wise thing to? What would it? Hold on, let me actually see if that is a worthy thing to do.
What are you
Or to
doing?
take, if I were to bring in Haaland for my ender, I'm not doing this, but I'm just looking hypothetically.
Right, yeah.
And then I took Palmer and Bruno out, I would have 5.4 million each for two players.
So you could get Josh King from Fulham. How much would that give you?
How much is he?
4.5.
Oh, then I'd have 6.3.
Could get like a Reinders maybe.
Not terrible, that. Not terrible. As if Rice is 6.5.
Yeah, I know. Or Paqueta, if you wanted to go down that route.
Oh, is he quite cheap?
5.9 million.
Blimey.
Mm.
Oh, okay, there's some food for thought there, to be fair. Am I
Yeah.
going a bit full send though on Haaland if I were to do that and taking out Bruno, or do you think it makes sense? Like, I really don't know how to call that game, but I'd imagine City would win.
You would imagine City probably win, but it's one of those, isn't it, where it depends where you'd like to where you want Haaland to be in your side. Like for me, I think I'm going to bring him in either 6 on a free hit, or I'm going to go buy him on 6, or I'm going to wild card and get him in 6.
Oh,
So,
why? Who have they got in six that's so desperate?
Burnley at home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like a good 5-0 spanking of Burnley.
That to me pongs of like a triple captaincy potential.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to use these chips, don't we?
We
When have we
do.
got till New Year?
Game week 19.
Is that New Year or is it in the New Year?
I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I think it
Fair
might
enough.
just be. Hang on. Let me get it up. Come on. Where's game week 19? 30th. So I think they have to be used before the 30th. So yeah, before the end
Of what? December?
December. Yeah.
Right, okay.
So yeah, you want to get these bad boys out of the way.
You do. The only thing, maybe I saved my triple captain for my birthday in November.
Right? Let me have a look. Who plays on your well, the birthday weekend. No, your birthday's the 22nd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Villa have got Leeds. Bournemouth have got West Ham. Chelsea have got Burnley.
Chelsea Burnley sounds nice. Although, is that home or away?
That's away for Chelsea. Fulham have got Sunderland at home. And United have Everton at home. They're the best fixtures for that week.
Liverpool Forest. Maybe an Isak captain. Come then.
Maybe, lad. Maybe.
Maybe that's something to consider, to be fair, Tom. Is hold off maybe on being so desperate to get Haaland in. Because Haaland, like you say, could be a potential free hit on if Burnley's the game.
Yeah.
Although then again, maybe I could just bring it. I don't know. But I was just thinking, hypothetically, could I just keep Bruno, get rid of Palmer, downgrade him to a Paqueta or whoever that may be.
Yeah.
And then potentially just take Gyökeres out for Isak. Or to be fair, it depends on how Gyökeres does in the next few weeks, because I still feel like he's got to have a couple more weeks before you can really properly judge him. Not even a couple more weeks. He probably does deserve the whole season, really. But for this game, I think I've got a few more weeks out of him before I'll probably get rid of him.
The fixtures are really good in 7 as well. They take like a really...
For Arsenal.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, where are they? Let me sort it.
But yeah, no, maybe I could sacrifice Wirtz for Isak. Because that's only a couple mil difference. Because Isak's what? Is he 10.5?
10.4, but I just don't think Isak is going to be worth it this season, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just think he's going to have less goal share, no penalties, and maybe his minutes are not as secure as they were at Newcastle.
Yeah.
I just think, why would you pay 10.4 for that?
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean? Arsenal's fixtures, by the way: West Ham, Fulham, Palace, Burnley, Sunderland, Tottenham, from 7 to 12.
It's all right, that.
So yeah, that's where I'll be trying to get Gyökeres in for. That's where I'll be trying to go. Do you want to move on to my team?
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
All right. Final thoughts. Where's your head at? What are you thinking?
You know what? To be honest, it's something we didn't discuss. Was the fact that I feel like I probably should be looking to improve Milenkovic and Tosin potentially.
I'd leave Milenkovic for now. I think that
I like the thought of an Arsenal defender.
I think you could go to them in either 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I think get the good fixtures for Forest out the way. They've got Burnley and Sunderland back to back.
Yeah. What about Tosin though? Can you bank on him to get game time every week?
Probably not. Maybe look to shift him out after this week for potentially one of the Defcon beasts like a Senesi. I think that's probably where my head would go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody that you know is just going to hit Defcon every single week.
Yeah. All right. I'll keep an eye on that.
Okay. All right. Very nice.
Not sure where my head's at, but I'll be there come Saturday morning when you confirm. Are you doing a stream Saturday?
I am, mate. I am.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Live from 7 a.m. So you'll be there.
Oh, I will be there.
You will be there nice and early, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
I've got myself a nice extended weekend. I'm off on Friday.
Oh, lovely.
So I will set the alarm. Not doing anything crazy Friday night. I'll set the alarm and I will be there no later than 7:31.
Okay. All right. 7:31.
Alarm at 7:30. Active from 7:31.
Very nice. Right. Let's shift over to my team then. It has been a disaster. And I don't think it's because I've picked a bad team. I just think like some of the picks I've made just haven't really turned up, have they? To be honest, Wirtz, terrible. Tielemans, I was expecting him to basically be what Paqueta is, where he hits Defcon on penalties. They had some good fixtures. He's done niche. Same with Watkins, niche. Forest defence feels like a little bit of a lie, to be honest.
And we're getting Ange coming in. We're
getting Ange coming in, and we were promised all these defensive contribution points. We've had diddly, niche, absolutely zero. My transfers last week were to take out Palmer and upgrade one of my 4.5 million strikers to Mateta and Semenyo. I'm pretty happy with both of those guys in the side for the upcoming weeks. In terms of the transfers, there are two that I potentially could make. I've only got one in hand. I could ditch Tielemans and go to Paqueta. I could ditch Watkins and go to Gokeres. Or, my other thought process is, I could wildcard this week. Get me out of this bit of a pickle if I don't think these players are going to come through. Or, I could save 2 transfers and make 3 in game week 6. I could wildcard in game week 6. Or I could free hit in 6. That is where my head is at. So, yeah. A lot going through it. And obviously, when you don't start well, you do start to question a lot of things. So, yeah. What do you think, lad? If this was your team heading into game week 4, what would you do? You've only got 1 free in hand.
I don't think I would do anything drastic.
Mm-hmm.
I like your ideas on the likes of Paqueta or Gokeres. Everton still haven't conceded at the new stadium, so you'd imagine they're going to be right up for it once again. Villa have got some work to sort out.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. I'm not going to go there and say that Watkins won't score, but from what the track record is here at the start of the season, with how Everton have been at home, with how they've been in away games with the likes of Tarkowski, but albeit the scruffy penalty, they do seem to be a much better side this season, and Villa seem to have just taken a bit of time to get off the starting line.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think, but both. I certainly think Paqueta's a good shout. That not to say that, like I say, West Ham aren't the finished article, but he's the main gem in that team, albeit Bowen used to be until he got forced to be a striker on fantasy. And is considerably more expensive. So Paqueta does seem to be good value for money. Gives you a little bit of versatility as well in the fixtures. But yeah, it's an interesting one. I think if you're going to bench Murillo, I would probably say your best bet would be to go Gokeres for Watkins.
I'm just looking at the head-to-head records between Everton and Aston Villa.
Is Watkins quite hot?
Watkins is quite hot. Last season, away at Goodison, scored. 3-2 win. Watkins got 2. So he is quite he quite likes a goal against Everton, is what I'm seeing.
Yeah. And that's the thing, when you've had a bit of a shocker of a start to the season as a team, I think it's when it's moments. Although I've just thought he's not played in the new stadium. This is a whole new ball game. This isn't. My logic goes out the window. He's not going to Goodison Park.
He is not.
If he was going to Goodison Park, I would actually back him because I'd be like, this is the moments you need in the season where you're like, I'm familiar with this stadium. I've scored here before. I'm good here. Whereas he's in once again probably a good time to be playing Villa at the new stadium because they'll be hostile. They'll be right on him, as we know from how hostile the fans were when we went.
Oh yeah.
But no, I imagine they'll be right up for the game against Villa, and I think this is probably a bad time for Villa to be playing at Everton's new stadium. Maybe if it was at Goodison Park, they would have fancied themselves with the certain players like Watkins having a good record, but this is a whole new stat, in my opinion.
Okay.
And no one has scored. No one has scored.
But what all I can see happening, right, is if I take Watkins out, I can bet my left nutsack that he goes and scores.
And that's why I say don't do anything drastic. I said if you're going to do anything, I do get those 2 transfers. And so if I were to recommend anything, I probably would say Watkins for Gokeres, but
I mean,
I certainly wouldn't wild card
next week. Got Sunderland.
Say again.
They've got Sunderland next week as well.
Well, in that case, you said you'll have 3 Wait. You've only got 1 transfer, but you'll have 3 next week?
No, in game week 6.
Oh, so you're thinking of banking for this and next?
Yeah, because my team looks fine next week as well.
Right. Well, then in that case, I think you've answered the question.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense. The only I do think Tielemans to Paqueta could be potential, but the only thing is then you're contradicting yourself with Ped Porro.
A little bit, but also at the same time, I'm thinking, is that move going to really do anything? Like, Tielemans is probably going to be the penalty taker for Aston Villa. So if
Yeah.
they get a scruffy penalty within the next two, like, he's all of a sudden fine. You know what I mean?
Does Watkins not take him?
No, I think it's going to be Tielemans. I mean, if Watkins takes it, it's great, but it devalues Tielemans completely as a pick. Wirtz, I'm happy to keep him for the next two.
It's last chance saloon these
Yeah,
next 2
yeah,
weeks.
yeah, yeah. These are the two games where you've got to show your worth or you're gone, pal.
Yeah.
And like I said, like this is the position where I think for the next 2 weeks, I think it's maybe just going, look, I picked the Villa players from the start of the season. I picked Wirtz, I picked Salah because I knew these fixtures in game week 4 and game week 5 were going to be good. Get to game week 6 and just see what has happened. I think
Yeah.
might be honestly the play. Yeah, I think that is just the sensible play. Sit on
Yeah.
my hands, then reassess in 6. Either
Are
we've
you
got
captain in Salah, yeah?
yeah. I don't see another captain really this week. I don't.
Mateta?
care.
No, Mateta.
Nah, I just honestly think like as bad as Salah has been at the start of this season, it's just Salah. It is just Salah. Like he could just be like, right, that's it. I've been a bit poor. You know what he's like over in like he's just a bit of a nutcase, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like he'll have
I
definitely.
think I might go. I
Yeah,
might go Gokher, as you know.
yeah. I mean that is a bit rogue. I think just go Salah this week.
Well, last time I went Gokher, he scored twice.
He did, and they all
Last
fancied.
time I went Salah, he did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, yeah. But it's just Salah, isn't it? He could just absolutely smash it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I don't know how to judge the Burnley game. It should be a comfortable win, but
all I'm saying
I don't think anyone's ever gone to Turf Moor and enjoyed themselves.
that is true. Uh, I'm also
No
gonna say though,
disrespect.
no, yeah, no. Nobody's ever gone to the Burnley, Jake, and enjoyed themselves. Don't even say Turf Moor, just Burnley. Throw them all in the bracket, really. But yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard because I am literally
What she
doing.
said.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing bloody TikTok dances because I'm not winning games, and I'm getting mugged off to be honest. So I do want to have a good week.
Why have you got stuff hanging on it with the misses?
Yeah, yeah. Have you not seen the TikTok dance?
I don't know. I've seen like you doing the odd TikTok duo like collab,
Hmm.
but I've not seen you actually doing a. What is it, a forfeit?
Yeah, it's a forfeit.
Oh, nice. What have you got this weekend?
Well, I've got my game week 3 one to do still. Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know. I've not thought of any. I might do like some other dance.
What is it? An actual just trending dance?
So the game week 2 one was the Gru dance. You know from Despicable Me.
I don't know. You
Right.
have to maybe do some air walking, lad.
I'm not gonna do it again because I've already done it once.
The air walking.
Air walking. What the hell is air walking?
That's the thing that's trending on Twitter at the moment. Right, let me see. Is it on Twitter, TikTok?
It's on TikTok, but obviously don't play the sound because then it will just blast out.
I know, I'm on silent. Is it on
Good.
your FPL Tom page?
No, no, it's on.
Her page.
Yeah, I nearly said her name. Then everyone would have just been like,
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson, baby, that's my girl.
Oh, nice. Uh,
Yeah.
you should post that. I think you should post that on your actual thing. Oh, look at that shake. You should post it. I actually think you should do that. You should
Mm.
you should post like you should post some like forfeits on your FPL. I think that would um help people know that you're human when you
Yeah.
fail.
Yeah. Well, I'm failing
Mm.
a lot at the moment, and I don't want to fail again.
Hey, you
Um,
got some good cheeks there, Tom, my friend.
Thanks, pal. Thanks, pal. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you need to do the airwalk. That's the next one to do.
Is it on TikTok? I'll have a look.
Yeah, I swear it's called like literally the airwalk.
Airwalk. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It just looks stupid.
Airwalk.
It's something Murph would do. Shout out, Murph.
Right, I'm watching a step-by-step tutorial.
Oh, is it that kid?
It's some guy just like showing me like, I know where am I going to be able to do this?
Where?
The airwalk.
I've sent it to you.
Yeah, I was just sitting like, no way am I going to be able to do that.
There's an Asian lad that does it, and his looks class.
Right.
I've just sent it to you.
Yeah, I'm just looking now.
And then I've just found a woman with an ankle tag on doing it, so I'm going to send you that as well.
Thanks, pal.
She looks like she shot herself.
Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie,
Are we
dear.
still on stream?
We're still on stream, mate. We're just waffling about airwalking, doing Despicable Me dances, and yeah,
Watching a woman who shot herself with an ankle tag on.
yeah, watching a woman shut herself with an ankle tag on. So yeah, I've got to go and basically win this game week because I don't want to do another forfeit. You know what I mean?
No, fair enough. All the
Um,
best.
But yeah, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll. I think that is the sensible play, and not rush it, not make
I
any
agree.
silly decisions.
I think I might do Palmer to Enzo, but I might wait until Saturday to see if there's any news on Palmer.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's fair enough. We'll probably get something in the press conferences regarding Palmer. Like if he's back, then I think maybe you could even roll again.
Yeah, I agree.
Take four into next week.
Yeah, possibly. I might do one. I might just. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Yeah, I might just hold on.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
I'll tell you Saturday morning.
Thanks, mate. Let's answer some of your guys' questions then before we do wrap up today's stream. Of course, if you have enjoyed it, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 18k. I mean, we're just closing in on bigger margins every single day on this channel. So yeah, get your questions in. We've had a poll going around asking you guys if you're on any chip this week. 26% are on wildcard. Quite a high number.
Yeah.
8% on the free hit, 58% not playing any chip, and 8% are unsure what they want to do this week. So, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Good question, that.
It is a good question. I've seen quite a lot of people on free hit this week and wildcard and stuff like that. So, yeah, maybe like I said, maybe people are going a little bit too early with the wildcard. Maybe a little bit knee-jerky.
Well, that's the thing, really, isn't it? It's kind of doesn't really matter anymore with there being two.
I mean, there's always been two wildcards, but yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. More
I was
chips.
wrong.
More chips. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
chips. More chips. I know what you meant. Abby asks, are you doing any UCL fantasy content this season? Abby, do not worry. My first drafts will be out tomorrow. Yeah, big. We will be doing a deadline stream as well next week. That's good. There'll probably be another video out like Monday morning, my final team selection. You joining our UCL league again, Jake?
Yeah, man, I will. Why does Champions League starting next week?
Yep, starts Tuesday.
God, I don't even know who Liverpool have. Do you?
You have not Galatasaray. You have Galatasaray in 2.
Is it Atletico then?
It is Atletico Madrid, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
PTSD.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I remember the pre-COVID game. Remember that one in 20?
We were there. Didn't we go and watch it in a pub or something?
Yeah, with one of your friends who I've never.
Yeah.
We never met again.
In Manchester. So
Yeah.
the best place to go when Liverpool decide to play a keeper that's absolute dog wank.
Yeah. So yeah, they start next week. So lots to look forward to there. So get your team built.
Abby Johnson up the Reds.
Yeah, she says she's going. There you
Yeah,
go.
I know.
There you go.
You go, girl.
Ask
I'm
her if
going
she's-
Southampton ratio.
That's because she's got a spare ticket. Just.
Uh,
Oh dear. Right. What other questions have we got? Williams to Munoz and Dewsbury to Gakpo, or roll the transfer. Which one would you do?
say that again. Muniz to Gakpo.
No, Williams to Munoz, Dewsbury Hall to Gakpo, or just roll.
I would be more inclined to go for Munoz,
Yeah.
but it's up to you. Palace have got who have Palace got?
Sunderland and West Ham as the next two.
Oh, go Munoz. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. I don't think I'd get rid of Dewsbury Hall just yet.
No, I think you could realistically keep Dewsbury Hall for the season for 5 million. Like, what more are you expecting from him? Like, he's on
Yeah.
set pieces. He's doing actually quite well and playing regular minutes. For 5 mil, I don't think there's any need to take him out.
Yeah, I benched him and he got 12 points, so I will not say a bad thing about Dewsbury Hall.
I think to be honest, that'll be the thing with Dewsbury Hall as well, where he will just keep doing that. He's probably going to be like this year's Morgan Rogers.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
Do you,
Abby's going bloody every game.
oh,
Come on, Abby.
home and away.
I'll see you at Southampton. I won't be doing any content or anything, but I'll shine my torch.
Yeah. Do you have Paqueta? In my opinion, he's amazing. West Ham looking good. Penalty, set pieces, Defcon beast, attacking position, everything you want. Yeah, we've spoke about Paqueta. I've said I think he's a pretty good shout if he's hitting Defcon, getting penalties, and has some set piece share. I mean, what more could you ask for, really? I've been describing him as like a Bruno Fernandes from Wish. Probably about sums it up right. The only problem is he plays for West Ham. So that's the only downside to him, really. But for 5.9, I think he could just tick along very nicely. We've had a few questions regarding Xavi Simons as well. Is he a player that's maybe crossed your mind?
He's not, but I know he's got the ability to cross my mind should he start doing stuff. But how much is he? 6 mil?
7.
7. A little
He,
bit expensive. He probably is one of those players where you were talking about before, saying, do you have the back five or do you have the likes of Simmons?
yeah, agreed. I genuinely think it is one of those where he could be good because he will have set piece share. Like, he's going to take them off probably Porro and Kudus because he's that good at it. And I just think with a Thomas Frank side, you're going to get a player that, like, they love, like, set pieces. So he could be very, very good player. But like you said, I could very easily see, like, a Senesi outscoring him this season.
Yeah.
With Defcon.
Yep, fair enough.
Would you do Bruno and Watkins out for Haaland and Dewsbury Hall for a -4? No.
No, I don't think so.
No, I wouldn't.
But I think the way that the game's rendered this season, I think if you can avoid doing a -4, especially this early on, then I probably would. Because give it a couple weeks, you're going to be considering a wild card or a free hit anyway.
Yeah. Marcus, thank you very much for the donation, man. Appreciate that.
Give that a like.
Yeah, give that a like. I'm guessing you were meant to put that question with the donation, but if you've got another question, feel free to answer it. Feel free to put it in the chat and we'll answer it.
Oh, another like. Did you like it as well?
I did not like it, but I guess people are liking it. So thank you.
Wow,
very much,
everyone's
Marcus.
loving Marcus Phipps.
Yeah, big up, Marcus. Thank you very much for the donation, man. Appreciate that. Jake, what's going to be the highest scoring game this week?
I'm going to go for the Manchester Derby.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I don't feel like either defence looks necessarily good.
No.
I think United do seem to, for whatever reason, despite every manager not really being the right fit for the job, every Man United of every season seems to pull the finger out to some extent when the derby comes around. So whether they are conceding goals for fun, I do feel like they'll also give City a game. So yeah, I reckon a goal scoring game, that one 3-3. I'm gonna go.
All right. Yeah, I can back that. I'm gonna go Newcastle Wolves.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, just no other reason really, is there? Just easy.
Strand Larson hat trick.
Easy.
After
easy.
all the rumours and Vissa to get injured.
Yeah. Right, let's answer these final two questions, then we'll wrap it up. Like I said, I'll be live for the deadline at... What time will
7
it be?
a.m.
7 a.m. Thank you very much, Jake. Which Palace defender would you choose, says Oliver.
Well, I mean, would your animations earlier say Chris Richards is the man? Because I would have gone Gay.
I'd probably put Chris Richards above Gahey because he
Would
hits
you?
Defcon. Yeah, I'd probably say the best is Lacroix for 5 million though.
Oh, really?
Mm,
So how would you order the back four then? I
I
take
would.
it Mitchell's probably bottom then, is he?
Mitchell's so far bottom. They've signed a left back, and I've seen quite a few Palace fans asking for him to be dropped.
Wow.
So Mitchell's rock bottom. Then I'd probably put Richards because I do worry, like, could he just be dropped at any point? Like, he only
Yeah.
played 26 games at any point, so I'd probably put him there. Then I'd probably put Gahey. Like, if you come in January for a move for him and then all of a sudden he's benched,
Yeah.
or because he didn't get his move in the summer, he goes, right, I tried to be nice to you. I'm just going to be a dick around December.
Yeah, I don't feel from what we've seen from him now, I think he's going to prioritize the World Cup now.
No, yeah, I get it. He is a man of God and stuff, so I reckon he'll probably be pretty sound geese.
Yeah, and
Then
I also think he wants to play
yeah,
for America in the summer.
yeah. Then I would probably put Munoz, and then I probably would go Lacroix as number one.
Wow. Okay, he's not someone I've heard mentioned, to be fair.
I think I've got the graphic. Hang on, let me bring the graphic back up for C-bit and stuff. Yeah, he's on there. He's fourth on it. So 67% of his games he's hit it.
Wow. Okay.
Hmm.
That is a good. That is a. Oh, I don't mind that. I don't mind a bit of Lacroix.
Yeah.
And who have they got? Sunderland.
Sunderland and West Ham.
At home to Sunderland, are they?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That could be it. Maybe I go. Maybe I go big and get Tossing out for Lacroix.
He is 5 million though.
What's Tossing? 4.5.
Yeah.
What is Gahey? 4.5.
Yeah, Gahey's 4.5.
How does that work?
No idea.
How's Gahey less money than Lacroix? I get it. Like if you think Lacroix is better for the game, but
Yeah.
I really didn't think that he was 5.5 million difference.
There we are. Final question. Odegaard worth a punt this week, or would you guys go Eze or Madueke? I'll let you take that one.
I guess it depends on what your tactics are because I don't feel like I would be going for players to punt on unless I'm willing to keep them for a few weeks. I don't know what Arsenal's fixtures are for the next three. I know you say they look really good soon.
7, yeah. 7's where they take it.
Um, Madueke is not bad for short term until Saka comes back. I imagine he'll get shoved over to the left hand side once Saka is back fit again. That being said, where does Eze play? I think Eze's kind of better in the 10 himself, but I imagine he will play instead of Martinelli this weekend. That's my guess would be he starts this weekend.
Hmm.
Um, Odegaard, I'm not sure. I really am not sure about Odegaard. I think if you were going to go for someone this weekend, I would, well, I mean, personally, I'd probably go for Gokeres, but I think for a midfielder, I think Madueke's probably got the most game time in and out of those three for the next few weeks,
Yeah.
where he's got a chance to have an attacking return. Odegaard will probably play just as much, but um, I feel like, well, I mean, we've got a mutual friend, haven't we? Who's an Arsenal fan, and he's even said himself, like the weak link sometimes recently has been their captain.
Yeah.
He's the man that as much. I feel like he sometimes he comes across like he might think he's better than he is, or like maybe it's because the squad's getting better. He feels like he needs to be that leader and stuff, and I think sometimes he forces it a bit
Yeah.
on the pitch, and like yeah, he can just be a little bit sloppier than the likes of Rice is or the attackers, of course. So yeah, I'm not too sure about Odegaard. I think he just needs to come to terms with his ability, chill out a little bit, and he'll be back because he's clearly got the talent. He's just not showing it for some reason of late.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe, like you said, it is that improvement of the squad, and maybe he's just not taking his game to that next level, or something regarding kind of obviously that. Abby's made a great point as well. So far this season, Lacroix has got 8, 3, and 11 points. Should have had 2 more Defcon points as well, but the game didn't update.
Wow.
So yeah, he does seem like a bit of a beastie boy. Does old
I
Lacroix?
might go for a little bit of Lacroix. I've caught a vibe.
Quarter. This is. I honestly want to look back in like maybe a couple game weeks time. Like I said, maybe game week 6 when I do hit the wildcard button. We could be looking at a back five I might rock out with.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, it would be ballsy. It would be very ballsy, and people would say that I've gone mental.
Like we say, though, come game week 6, I mean, we will really know. Maybe the end of game week 6, we will really know who the hit like the long stayers are gonna be.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely think we'll have a better understanding of all that. Right, I guess that's it. Any final remarks from you, mate?
No, I'm looking forward to it. 2 more sleeps, and then I'll be back bright and early, chatting shite in your stream.
Lovely, mate.
So yeah, I look forward to it, and I'll send you my team along with all the other millions that bombard you and hassle you on a Saturday morning.
Oh, it's all worth it, mate. Worth it. Worth
Who
every
Mansfield
second.
got this weekend?
Don't know.
Nice.
I couldn't tell you. I've just seen Lucas Akins has been named in the Mansfield squad list for this season.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, like you are. How far away are you from just being the British Marseille at this point?
I honestly don't know. Like it's getting bad, isn't it? It's getting bad.
Oh, we've got Tranmere have got Newport at home, so that might be a.
Yeah,
No, they don't.
a lot of people
No, they
looking at
don't.
that one on EFL Fantasy.
Oh, they do. Oh my God.
Yeah, a bit
What,
of
as in like Amari Patrick
a,
season?
Amari Patrick, who's been a bit broke. I told you he was good. I did tell you he was good.
Yeah, Amari Patrick and that Nathan Smith's been all right as well
Yeah,
at the back.
pretty decent picks this
Yeah, I
week.
might go to that. Who have Mansfield got? Let's have a look. Oh, you're at home to Stevenage.
Oh
Weren't
yeah.
they top at one point? Yeah, they're fourth.
Whoops.
You've oh, it's been a bit.
It's just so mid, isn't it? Like it's just mid. It just is mid.
It is, but to be fair, you were a League Two club 2 years ago, and you seem to be settling yourself now.
Yeah, just signing ex-convicts, so it's all good.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave it there. Like I said, I'll be live on Saturday morning, so I will we'll see you guys there. And thank you for everybody that came out tonight. Appreciate it.
Yep.